Okay. Well, let me just go back a little bit to the question of pornography, and then I tell you what I tried to do with my book. Well, first, I think that we should start to think about what is pornography, and that maybe we should again look at pornography together, bring pornography to the school, decodify pornography, really start to talk much more about pornography. What I realized that basically is that pornography is all around in society, as Natasha was saying. You know, we're totally surrounded by pornography, but we have no discourse, no critical. I'm not saying just censorship or whatever, right? I'm saying just critical discourse, like study pornography as the cinematic code. What is pornography made of? How is it working? Well, pornography, and I don't know if you would agree with me, I think it's a technique of pleasure production. And in that respect, it's a very interesting political technique. It's a technique, it's a visual, right, technique that at the first time was photography or was drawing, and then became photography, and then cinema, and then video, and then internet, and so on. And it's been always at the head of the technological changing. And it's really a visual technique that produces pleasure, right? So it's a masturbating technique. And I think that historically, what defines pornography is the way in which women, and now I'm going to use the notion of women, let me just, in brackets, to say that I'm not saying that we cannot use the notion of women. We basically assign when we're being born, and we're constantly being said, you're a woman, you're a man. I'm saying that as a political subject, we have the right of saying, I don't want to comply with that regime. But which it doesn't mean that we don't know that we basically constructed and assigned as men and women, right? So I would say that what defines pornography historically is the way in which women and sexual minorities have been excluded from pornography as subject of pleasure. Meaning women and sexual minorities have been the object of representation of pornography. But the only one that could actually take pleasure out of the image was the white heterosexual male, and later the gay male subject, right? So basically, I think that is the big question with pornography is who is taking control of that really powerful technique for producing pleasure. And what is happening in the last 25 years, and if you don't know that movement, you need to know that movement. You need to get out of this theater and go immediately into the internet, buy the books, read the things that, I mean, not even buy them. Well, if my editor is there, but you can rob them or whatever. But anyway, but read what is being said and what is being written on the subject. There is a whole movement that is now called post-pornography, that basically what it's about is changing the subject of production of pornography and the subject of pleasure, meaning that women and sexual minorities are reappropriating the techniques for production pleasure. And I think that that's going to change everything. We won't see the same images. We won't see the same garbage. I mean, and honestly, I mean, if the guys that are here, the ones that I identify as male and watch pornography, if they are really happy with the pornography that they see, I mean, too bad for them. It's total garbage what they're looking at, right? So, I mean, you're being constructed, your sexuality, your desire, your pleasure is being constructed through that. So for me, it's not so much a question of, oh, poor women, they're being objectified. It's also that masculine desire is constructed in such a garbage way, right? So, and maybe I let